Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Sue and welcome to the 7-year anniversary of the channel. This isn't going to be anything particularly special, just kind of a little setup tour of stuff because I just sort of want to do this, and I want to do something for the 7th year because I didn't end up doing anything for the 6th. Yeah, this is just going to be a bit weird, I guess, but because my setup has changed quite a lot over the last year. So we're going to see it. First things first, 3 screens, more specifically, one computer, the other computer. These 2 screens are connected to that computer, at the moment anyway, and that computer is standalone. I can just swap the HDMI cable and put it in that one, if I want that one on there. Yeah, the computers themselves, also I should actually say that more or less everything in this shot right now is been bought. Well, anything in this shot, I suppose, because that's not new, that's not new, that's not new, and the headphones are not new. Everything else has been bought in the last like 2 or 3 months. So yeah, this is the new machine. This is Sky. As you can see, she has a lot of wires connected to her right now. You can't really do a setup tour without a set of specs. So Sky has a 2.2 GHz Intel i7 hexa-core processor. I forget the exact type. I think it's like 8750U or something like that, or H, 8750H maybe. Oh no, I did have a graphic to put on the TV, but I decided against using it. Yeah, I'll probably put it as a text in the video, to be honest, rather than actually try and explain that. 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM. It's got 1 terabyte of hard drive space, 256 gigs solid state, a 1080p display, and a NVIDIA 1050 Ti graphics card with 4 gigabytes. God, I'm not doing this a very good job of this, am I? Of just sitting down. Of dedicated graphics RAM, and it does have like another 8 of shared graphics RAM because it actually has 2 graphics systems in it because it has the Intel one as well, and they can share graphics RAM. So technically this thing has 12 gigabytes of graphics RAM in it because, you know, why not? Yeah, very powerful indeed. Completely capable of recording things in 1080p 60 frames per second as opposed to the one over there, which could not. It can also record far better games as you've been seeing videos and stuff. This one over here is the one I have been using for the channel for the last, almost 5 years pretty much. Since September 2014 I was using this. I have renamed her Ariel because she kind of had a bit of a shit name before, and now she's running a different operating system, so I thought it was fair. Ariel has, I think, 1.9 GHz dual-core Intel processor, 8 gigs of DDR3 RAM, which is pretty good for the time and the price, 1 terabyte hard drive, 768p display. Back in the days, people thought that was a good idea, and 1792 megabytes of dedicated graphics RAM for the integrated graphics systems into the CPU, which is why the thing wasn't so powerful. And it's an i3 rather than i7. Yeah, as you can see, quite an upgrade. Yeah, the current situation right now with the computers, because I do have both, as you can see, is that Sky is kind of my daily driver, the Windows 10 or the Windows computer that I use for most things, so recording, editing, currently programming as well. Basically most things, to be fair, which is why she's hooked up to the 2 screens. But Ariel still has universally uses Ubuntu as well as Windows. So she now has an Ubuntu build. She was originally going to be dual booted with Windows 8 and Ubuntu, but I thought, what's the point? What's the point of having Windows 8 when I have Windows 10 over there? So she is now an entirely Ubuntu computer, which is pretty cool. Slowly getting to learn Linux and stuff through other means as well, but I'm getting to learn the kind of the graphical side of Linux, I guess, and some other things in Linux, like, well, more Linux-based terminal commands, because I never really had to use Linux before. Yeah, I can technically still record on that. OBS Audacity. OBS and Audacity do have Linux versions, believe it or not, which is a bit weird. And also Discord has a Linux version too, so that's an interesting one. But yeah, editing would always be done on that one. As for other new kit, I have the new mouse, which is just kind of a fairly cheap thing. It is wireless, it uses optics, not lights, so I'm not sure if the camera will be able to pick up any lights at all. It actually can't. It uses entirely optics. This was like £8, and it's actually really good. It's a good weight, it's a good feel, it works really well. The only thing is it's not programmable, so these side buttons are like back and forwards, so they're a bit useless. The general clicks are nice, it has a nice feel to stuff. There's a DPI thing with 6 settings for some reason, scroll's nice. It's a good mouse, that was a good purchase. Another fairly good purchase was the keyboard. Hang on, let's see if I can get the other one out. I did used to use this one for a while. I bought this because it had the keyboard and also the trackpad, which is useful for a time, although it is American layout. So notice, let's see if we can get a zoom up. This key, for example, it's not there on this one. That's a big problem when you're programming. Notice the @ and the hash. They're all in different places. Yeah, so that is actually a hash key on the UK layout, which is very confusing. This still does the strudel and that still does the quote, even though, because the computer registers UK layout, this is actually a US keyboard, but the computer will still take UK inputs. So the buttons are marked wrong and they're in different places, and it wouldn't cause too much of an issue. Also, home and end keys. It wouldn't cause too much of an issue if I wasn't programming anything with it, but I am, so it's a problem. It wasn't a waste of money though, I did get some good use out of it. But this was probably a better thing, because I've got a number pad as well, and that's really nice to have. That was £24, so that was a bit more expensive. But it was the only one that really looked nice, to be honest, as well, so it was worth it, I think. I've used it a lot. This is the new controller that I have. It's got the wires wrapped around it at the moment, but it does use a wireless nano receiver, this thing, so I can just plug this in. I don't have to have the wires on it at all, it's just I have it stored with the wire around it currently. Let's see, I'll probably mention it in a video maybe coming up or something, but it uses like 1, 2, 3, 4 and stuff things, which is a bit annoying. That's probably the only thing that's wrong with it, but it's a really good wireless controller actually. The D-pad is a bit weird, but oh well. The sticks are really nice, I do like the sticks. It has a nice feel, the triggers are all nice, it works really well, it has a vibration feature, and it was only £14. It's a lot cheaper than an actual Xbox controller, and a lot cheaper than the Logitech alternative as well. And it looks really nice, and it's genuinely just a really good controller. So yeah. Then you got the new hard drive, the external hard drive. This is a 2TB hard drive from Seagate. This was the most expensive gadget I have. This was £57. I think it was worth it because it's currently being used to backups, transfers and stuff. It's going to be used for more stuff. It might be used to store some extra Superboo stuff because obviously now file sizes are a lot bigger. With the same size hard drive, it is getting filled up quite quickly. So I might start using that to store like raw video files and something. I don't know. We'll have to see. Or at least kind of like use it as like a temporary storage for stuff. I don't know. I'll have to work that out. I'll work that out if I start losing space on Sky's hard drive over there. But yeah, that's the hard drive. That was £57. I said that. This is the PSI mic. I've had this for a very long time. It's been my microphone for quite some time. It is just a USB mic that's plugged in. It's actually plugged into a USB hub over here that I have because I have the nano receivers for stuff on this side, and then this only has one port, so USB hub. Also, all these four, USB 3. Hey, yeah, this is the microphone that I've been using for ages, and as I mentioned in a previous video, I got this for £1.50 in CX. I believe it was used. I don't remember. It might have been new actually because it did come with the box. This is just a bit of blue tack to stop the light, the burning light. Also, I probably shouldn't hit that too hard because I'm actually using that to record the audio right now. I might use the phones, I don't know, it kind of depends how weird I sound going far away with this. But I probably shouldn't do that, for example. Yeah, I probably shouldn't hit it too hard, because it'll go a bit weird. And then that's obviously the TV. We bought that off of eBay, I think, because I don't sell this TV anymore. But it is it's a pretty much an exact replica of the TV I have at home, and I really like the TV I have at home because of all these. The microphone closer, kill everything in the process. Pause. Can you even see it? There we go. Pause. That's really awkward to do. But yeah, there are a million ports back here. You don't normally get TVs with that many ports anymore. So that's really useful to have because I kind of need a SCART port for the Wii, you see. Not many things have a SCART port anymore. Oh god, that laptop's battery's low. Actually, I can just plug it in. Oh, wonderful. And it now stops complaining. That was on 100 not that long ago. That battery might be dying, I don't know. The battery is kind of a bit exposed right now. Yeah, one thing I didn't mention, the computer cost £1,000. That was £1,000. Was it worth it? Yes. Am I in my overdrive because of it? Yes. Although I wasn't at the time. But I am now. Wasn't at the time I bought it, but I am now because woo. But that's more or less everything. There's no point in really showing you the room because I'm not going to be in the same room next year. Next university. This is actually my last full day here. It's like 9 in the evening, so this is probably the last possible opportunity I actually have to record this. Yeah, that's a little bit of a setup. Sorry about the lighting, there's not really much I can do about that. But yeah, the room I'm in next year is more or less the same as this. So I have the same enormous desk. So things will probably be... It'll probably be... Oh, it's gone to a lock screen now, for fuck's sake. Roughly the same. I'm not sure I'm going to have this sort of situation where I have a computer on either side. If I do, I'll probably get a HDMI switch at the back so it's easily use. But it sort of depends how much I actually need to end up using that. Because I don't know how much I'll need to use it really. To be completely honest with you. But yeah, we will see. We'll work that out next year. But yeah, that was a fairly quick and probably fairly shit setup tour. But the channel has been going for 7 years. Woo! Christ on a bike. How... Oh, that's so weird to think about. How has it been going that long? I think I must have said in my 5-year anniversary that I was surprised it even got to 5 years. Because I kind of was surprised that it got to 5 years. Because this channel has been on the verge of being terminated so many times. Recently, kind of near the start of the year, it was actually going to be, and then the best of Yoshi's Island literally saved it. I'm glad it did because I had some fun. I had some fun with it. I think the future stuff of the channel is going to be better than the stuff that's been happening this year with the new It series, and if you've seen the update video, you'll know what's coming up. So yeah, that should be hell fun. But yeah, I just want to thank everyone for sticking around for all this time, this poky little corner of the internet I've got going on. And I'll see you next time for whatever, I guess. Last episode of Need for Madness, probably. Unless something else comes before that, I don't know. I'm recording this in like May 31st, so it's still got like almost a month until this actually goes up. But you know. Woo! But yeah, if you like the video, then say hello down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time for probably whatever. But until then,